Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is gonna be a different kind of video. I'm sorry, I'm all fixing myself. Today is gonna be a different kind of video, a little bit more serious, because I honestly felt like this video was, I don't want to say like long overdue, but it is kind of long overdue. And I was gonna do this in like a vlog version or like a more comfortable version, but I already finished filming and I look good right now, so why not? Like, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, yeah, this video is gonna be a bit more serious. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, I am gonna tell the truth about everything that was going on in my 2019, but some things I just don't feel like need to be placed out in the public, and if I do, I wish to do it on my own time. So I don't want to feel like I'm pressured to, but I do feel obligated to at least let y'all know what's going on, so y'all maybe can understand, you know, my situation a little bit more. So I don't know how true it is, but I do want to say that I don't want to, like, okay, so I didn't come into 2019 on the best terms. Like, basically I came in a negative way. What happened literally before January 1st 2019, that's something else I'm not gonna go into, but just know it really changed a lot of things, and it influenced a lot of things, and it, like, I can't even get my words out to y'all. I'm so sorry, but this is like me being totally vulnerable. I'm gonna try to make, like, I'm gonna try to cut out all the jump cuts. I'm gonna try to just do a straightforward video, just talk to y'all can see like the ins and outs and, you know, all that stuff. Just really, I can't even speak, y'all. I'm not nervous, but it's like so much that went on. It's like, I'm not gonna cry on this camera because I'm just not gonna do that. I've been working on my emotions a little bit. If you don't know, I'm very emotional, but I could be very hardcore sometimes too, depending on the situation. But yeah, I'm not gonna be crying on this camera. No offense to anybody that does, that's on y'all, but I just don't want y'all seeing me like that. I just feel, you know, people take advantage of that, and you can't, it really depends. Anyways, let me just get to the point. So yeah, my beginning of 2019, as most of you know, I did graduate in 2018, and I got my associate's degree. My actual graduation ceremony was like later in the year in May, so I came out to Florida to go to school. Now, let me just clear the air with that situation. I was in New York, and I was in a relationship. It was, once again, anything I say in this video, don't take it as me bashing anyone. Just take it as me just telling y'all my situation. Like, I could tell y'all my situation without bashing somebody, but it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest about it. You know, I wasn't in the best relationship. I was in a relationship on and off for about 3 years, and, you know, I was messing with him and things were not the best. I'm not gonna play the blame game, but all I will say is what you allow will continue, and don't think just because, oh, time went by, you think they'll learn, you think they'll understand. No, it's gonna get worse. Just take it from me, it's gonna get worse. And you allowing certain things, you're teaching people how to treat you. So just keep that in mind, you know. I don't want to go too deep into that, but I do want to just cover it a little bit. I wasn't, like I said, I was in a relationship, and at this point in time, before I even came to Miami, it was brought up to me like, oh, I should come out here, you know, we should go to the same school or something like that, whatever. And I was excited because, number one, I'm in a relationship with you. It's long distance. We have our problems being long distance. You're still a boy. You know how men are. Like, y'all should get the hint. And you know, it was just a problem. So being that I'm already graduating, I've been stuck in New York. I don't want to say specifics because people is weird, but I've been stuck in New York for a while, and I was in a city that was it wasn't Brooklyn, okay? And I'm from Brooklyn, I'm raised in Brooklyn. Everything about me is Brooklyn. So when you take me to a whole different city, like an hour and some change away, it's a whole different atmosphere, it's a whole different way of doing things. you know, as soon as I did move, and I'm gonna be, that's another thing, y'all, I'm gonna be a little bit everywhere with it. I'm just kind of talking off my mind. I have so much on my mind, but I'm just talking, so just forgive me. But yeah, I was kind of devastated when I moved. Don't get me wrong, my house is beautiful, as most of y'all already know. My house is big, it's beautiful. I had the luxury of having my parents being able to provide for me. You know, they got me a car, they was paying the bills, you know, all that. I was very fortunate for that, but I was far away from my other, I'm all trembling, oh my God, y'all don't understand. I'm feeling like emotional. Y'all don't understand, I don't really like talking about my problems. Like, I do, but I don't, because I be scared like I'm not gonna get the reaction I want. Not that I want people like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, give me a hug, oh my God, do you want $1 million? Like, let me take you shopping, like, I'm so sorry, give me a big hug, I'm hugging you out. I don't expect that. I don't know what I expect from it, but a lot of the reactions that I guess do expect, I don't really get, so I don't really like talking about my problems. I listen to your problems all day though, and I'll give you like the best advice. I'm the type of person that gives good advice but don't know how to take my own, so I'm kind of working on that 2020. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was moved to a city where I was taken from the 9th grade. Right after 9th grade, I jumped straight to my school in the other city. Can I just say, it's not like y'all gonna know where I live or nothing like that, but I was in Long Island, put it like that. I was in Long Island, and it wasn't my type of place. Long Island is a place where if you didn't grow up with these people, y'all probably not gonna be friends, because everybody clicked up. It's kind of like a movie thing. Like, everybody, one city has one elementary school, one middle school, one this, that, and the other. So everybody who's in high school, they probably went to pre-K together and went up since they lived in the same city, lived in the same town, whatever the case may be, and they just know each other. So me coming from Brooklyn to Long Island, not knowing nobody, it was like, I don't want to say culture shock, because I would probably be dragging it a little bit, but it was just 100% different. I probably had like 2 fights in New York, and as soon as I got to Long Island, y'all, October of my first year, I started school in September of 2013, and I had a fight with this girl, whatever, because she was like, I guess she was one of the popular girls or whatever, so she used to just talking to anybody the way you want, the way she wants to, and I don't even know why okay, I understand, okay. Once again, y'all, I'm so sorry if I'm all over the place, but just, if y'all want to listen, just listen. If you don't, then you can just tune out. I'm just saying. But I guess she was like the popular girl. She thought she could talk to anybody the way she wanted to. So, I'm just like, you're not talking to me like that. Like, I was straight Brooklyn. Like, everybody knew where I was from. They didn't even have to ask me no questions. Like, you're not talking to me. So, you know, we was going through that little situation, and then I just kept getting into mad fights, just mad, because it was just so different, and I didn't like how people was talking to me, and I didn't like it. But eventually, I did meet some good friends, and, you know, I'm happy for the friends that I got out there and everything like that. But long story short, what I'm trying to say is, I just been placed away from my friends. I've been placed away from, I'm not racist at all, but y'all will feel me when I say there was not a lot of people like me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, when I go to Brooklyn, like, I feel like my friends, everybody on my time, and we talking alike, we acting alike, and it's not so, oh my God, she's ratchet, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be myself, and I could do both, but it was just very annoying. And then I went to college out there too. I could say I went to Suffolk, because I don't care, I don't even think no more. So I went to Suffolk, and it was the same thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a good like year too in Suffolk or whatever. That's a community college, by the way. I had a good year too in there. With my friends, like, we was like, after a while it just died down. I was kind of just ready to go, and I'm like, y'all really want to go to a HBCU? Like, I really want to go away to school. I don't want to be here no more. I've been here since high school. You know, I'm tired of this atmosphere, so far from everything. Like, I just want to be around people like me. Like, I really just, you know, so I was already intending on going away. I've been talking for 10 minutes already, and I'm not even halfway through the story. So let me hurry up, because I know my camera going overheat soon. But yeah, I just wanted to be away, and I hate the cold weather too. Like, my birthday's in fall, and ironically, but I hate the cold. I hate when it's cold. I wanted to be somewhere where it was hot, it was nice, my people, we have fun, blah blah. Everything I see in movies, that's what I thought it was gonna be like, negative. when my boyfriend at the time proposed this idea to me, I was like, wait, that's a good idea. Okay, that is a pretty good idea. You know, I could better my relationship. We don't have to deal with this long distance stuff no more. And you know, I could go away to school, and I'm gonna be where it's hot. Like, my boyfriend is hot, school, people, you know, whatever. But it's not that many black people in my school. Like, it's a few, but this whole area is mostly Spanish. So it's like I'm not even at a HBCU following after a relationship, and that's where I'm gonna end this part, because I really want to jump into what my real year was like. I'm openly admitting that I was chasing love, and I was chasing after somebody who didn't really know what they want. And sometimes they want this and they all into it, and then sometimes they want to do them and just whatever. And I'm the type of person, when I ride for you, when I'm down for you, I'm down and I go hard. And when I get hurt, like, it's just like when you beat a kid. When the mother beat their kid, what the kid do? They start screaming, hollering, and then they go hug their mother. You just beat me. Like, kids though, not, you know. And they go back and they hug them, and it's like, especially, that's another thing too, I'm away from my family. I don't have no friends out here, really. And once again, I'm not playing victim. I don't want nobody to feel bad for me. This is just my story. I'm just telling y'all. So, yeah, and I don't have no family, I don't have no friends out here, so he's all I really knew. So I was chasing that. I didn't want to let it go. We already this many years in. We so invested into each other. Like, I'm super, super, super close with his family, his brothers, sisters, his mother, grandmother, everybody. I'm like way beyond. Like, that family relationship that I had with them was something that anybody would want if they're, you know, dating somebody or going out, whatever. And you know, so it was just so much invested, and I risked a lot being with this person, even from the beginning. So I just didn't want to let it go. So I was just dealing with a lot of things that I shouldn't have been dealing with. And it cost me to become somewhat of a toxic person, dealing with a toxic person. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, that alone shifted my mindset a little bit and made me used to things that I shouldn't have been used to, and accept things that I shouldn't have, and go hard when I shouldn't, and do things that I shouldn't be doing. And it was just a lot. And I'm trying to like talk in circles, because a lot of the things I really don't want to talk about. Should I talk about it? No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not ready to talk about it, and I kind of don't want to hear no criticism right now, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But I'll probably discuss that like maybe a few years, maybe next year, I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of things happened like within those 4 months, because at the time I was staying in dorms. So you know, you only stay in your dorm about what, like 4 months or so. If you're new to this video too, by the way, and you hear that loud roaring, that's my vent system in my bathroom. I'm sorry about that. That's another reason why I kind of didn't want to film in here. But look at the lighting. See, look, my camera's already overheating. If it overheats, I don't care. Look, y'all, I'm here to talk to y'all. So if I gotta wait until it underheats or whatever the case may be and continue, then that's what I'm gonna do. Why am I so like congested? Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna just speak until it overheats, and then I'll come back. But yeah, it's just a lot of things happened that shouldn't have happened, and it was just very toxic, and it was a really, really bad situation for me. And it's just like, when you so far away from everything, and that's the only person you know, but that's the only person you love, and that's the only person that makes you feel good even when they do bad things, it's just a bad situation to be in. Once again, I'm not bashing anybody, but this is just my feelings. And it just causes a lot of bad things down the way, and it took me a while to detach myself from that person. You understand what I'm saying? So also when I came back from school, because we had broke up around that time, and when I came back to New York from school, you know, I was still working. That's why I started making more money. Everything was just so good. And when it came time to, you know, come back to school, I was stuck, because it was just like, the dorm people didn't call me back. I have money, but I don't have that much money. I gotta go to school, but I don't want to stay in New York. I want to go back to Miami. So what do? And then I was approved for my classes, and then I was like, let me look at apartments. And then I actually started looking at apartments, and they're super affordable in the South, by the way. Oh my God, compared to New York, please. Okay, it was super affordable, so I found myself in a place where I'm able to afford my own apartment. Of course, I have roommates and stuff like that, but we basically pay like we live in our own stuff, like, you feel me? So it was good. I thought that was a good opportunity. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be in school again. Like, I'm making all this money. Like, I'm just so excited. It's Miami. Look how nice this building is. It's newly renovated. Like, it's so nice in here. And I felt like that was a really good accomplishment. So I felt good about myself. I'm like, good. Out of all the stuff that I went through this year, I finally feel accomplished. I got my own apartment, and it's like, I wanted to prove to my parents that I could do it by myself, because I am kind of spoiled. Well, I was kind of spoiled, so I wanted to show them I could do it by myself, and I could get stuff done by myself. So, you know, so that was a really big deal for me. And when I came out here, it just got worse. I'm not gonna lie. It got worse. It did get worse. And as far as the money and the career wise, it was good. It was great. And I was really independent, moving on my own, shopping on my own. But then it really started to sink in that the person that I came here with and partially for, we're not together no more, and we're so toxic to each other where we'll be good and an argument will break out of nowhere, and then we stop talking for a few weeks. Yeah. And now it's like I really don't have nobody out here. Like, I don't got my family out here, I don't got my friends out here. I try to make friends, people is weird, like, you know. So I'm not the type to be super outgoing. I'm not joining no sorority or nothing like that. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not for me right now. And I'm such in a good place, like, career wise. You have to dedicate a lot of time to that. And that's another thing of the fraternity that who I was with was the one that is in right now. During his process last semester, like, I was really there, and that took a lot of time away from us building. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I came out here in the beginning, and we were supposed to be together and, you know, doing all this stuff, and then you join that, and now you got to take 90% of your attention and put it over there. So it's like I kind of had to learn how to adapt after a while, and just really learn to be by myself. And once I'm out here, that's when I really was by myself. Like, I really realized I'm really by myself now. Like, he got to do this. I can't argue about it because it's something he has to do, and this is very serious. So I can't be selfish. You understand what I'm saying? So that took a lot out of me too. But yeah, I'm not into that. So, you know, I just didn't enjoy that. So it did get worse when I came back, and, you know, I did want to really leave my situation, and a lot of people told me to leave, and he told me to leave sometimes. And, you know, when your heart's so invested in somebody, and when you just spend so much time and just whatever, it's hard to leave a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. I almost cursed, sorry. But yeah, sorry y'all. I'm just like, my mind is everywhere right now. It was just a lot, and it was just somewhere that I did not need to be. So it did take me a while to get out of it, but, you know, somebody did come into my life after, and he came correct, like, you feel me? And at the time when he was coming correct, like in the very, very beginning, I didn't know how to handle it. So I was very standoffish, and in a way I was kind of unfair about a lot of things when it came up to him. And, you know, all of that came from me still being, like, hurt by so many things. Like, it was just so many things that traumatized me with my last relationship, that it's just like I was just traumatized. And I wouldn't say I'm really traumatized right now. I'm traumatized by certain experiences, but the things that I used to think about that kept happening all the time, like, it don't really be on my mind anymore because I don't deal with that person anymore. But I was just so, like, traumatized. And it's like, when you get out of something toxic with one person, and then you get somebody who comes and, like, saves the day, and like they really have a genuine approach, you don't know how to really like grasp it and appreciate it and like embrace it. That was a good word. You don't really know how to deal with that. So it's just like a lot of my toxic ways. And another thing is I didn't give myself time to heal either. So a lot of my toxic ways did spill over into my new situation, and it caused me to do some hurtful things. Not necessarily like extremely hurtful things like what I was used to being did to me, like not stuff like that, but it caused me to make bad decisions. And I just realized that it changed my life situation, changed my mindset for certain things that's not normal and that's not okay and has very toxic tendencies. So it's just like going through that, and when a person tries so hard to make you happy and you keep pushing them away, eventually they're just gonna not want to do it no more, and they just not gonna be like into it anymore. And I found myself trying to learn myself. I found myself trying to better myself and make sure that I'm good, because I do feel like I'm really emotional, and there's a lot of things from the past and from the past and from the past that I never got over. So I just be so hurt by so many things that it causes me to like make bad decisions sometimes. And you know, I'm not a perfect person, but it was just kind of like a flip. Like 1 minute I was in one place, and now I'm taking tendencies from the last person to the new person. That's not good. You never want to hurt anybody. But I say all this to say, because I don't want to make this video like super long. As far as like in a nutshell, 2019 was probably one of the worst years of my life. As far as my love life, as far as accomplishments, I did make more money. I did get my own apartment. I did, you know, business was booming at a point in time. Like a lot of good things did happen to me, but you gotta learn to not chase love, number one. And you gotta let love chase you. Well, not let love chase you, but let love find you, and let everything fall in place when it shall. Because if not, you'll make dumb mistakes and you'll mess around and find yourself in a messed up predicament where it's like, dang, like I'm so used to this that I'm bringing bad energy from this into that, and I'm messing around and lose that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like chasing love is so whack. Like it really is so whack. And you really need to remain focused and remain yourself. You gotta remain a boss if you are a boss. You gotta just remain true to yourself. That's another thing that I've learned in 2019. Be true to yourself. Because if you try to act like something you're not, as far as like, if you know you don't go around hurting people or hurting people's feelings, or you're not an asshole, or you're not one of these people, don't start acting like, unless need be. But don't go around like just treating people like anything, or think like giving people your ass to kiss, because you never know, that might be the best situation in your life. And that goes for everything. I've seen people in the work field who's so used to doing what they want at their job or whatever the case may be, and they get to that new job and pull that shit, you're out of here, you're fired. Like I think we all know situations like that. So it's just like you really got to know yourself. Like, and 2020, I really want to learn myself and learn how to control my emotions and learn how to not make, like, what's the word for it? Not make, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I'm probably going to think of it later, like, wow, I could have just said that. Impulsive. Not make impulsive decisions, and to face the reality of things regardless of what your mind might make it to be. And you know, I just really want to like fully heal. Like I really want to, like I can't explain it, but it's just like so much stuff that happened in 2019. It was just like, and then when you don't want to talk about it to people because people tired of hearing it, or people may not understand, or you just feel so like isolated. It'll make you go crazy, like especially me being out here. Like I don't really be around nobody, so I'm just in here to the store, here to the store. You just spend mad time by yourself. It's kind of like a luxury jail. Like you could go out and do whatever you want, but it's not really nobody to socialize with, like, you know. And it'll make you think. And I'm the type of person, I overthink everything. I overthink every single situation in my life, unfortunately. I don't want to, and that makes me like have like really bad anxiety attacks, because it's like I would just overthink the worst, and then all of a sudden I'm just like panicking and I'm just like bugging out, and I'm just like having a whole mental breakdown. And sometimes I would have a mental breakdown and I didn't know what's my problem. Like, what's your problem? I don't know. Why you crying? I don't know. Like, you feel me? So it's like sometimes you just gotta really know how to control your emotions and be more aware of your decisions and things like that. Because I feel like had I would have made better decisions in 2019, I wouldn't still be cleaning up the mess in 2020. You understand what I'm saying? So I still do have a very positive mindset for 2020. I'm still gonna be doing a lot of positive things. Like, I'm still 2020, I really feel like it's my year, and I feel like I'm learning a lot right now, and I just want to be like a better person for myself and for those in my circle. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a bad person to them, but I want to be a better influence to them. Not a bad influence either, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel me? And that's another thing too. Like, I swear I would be in here talking to y'all all day if I really told y'all my whole life story. But it's a lot of people looking up to me, and I just be like, for what? Because I be going through so much. Like, some of y'all may not notice, and that's why I try not to record when I'm down or something like that, because y'all see right through me. Like, anybody who really supports me, y'all see right through me. So it's just like, y'all know when I'm down. That's why I don't like to record when I'm down or I'm going through something. But like, I just really, a lot of people look up to me, and I feel like I need to be better within myself. I can't teach nobody if I'm still lacking in places myself. And nobody's perfect, but you could be close to it. Like, you gotta be on your P's and Q's all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll probably say, you know what I'm saying, mad times. My fault. That's the broken in me. But yeah, y'all, this video is just mainly surrounded around my love life, because I feel like that's what really influenced my 2019, chasing the wrong things and focusing on all the wrong things. And I feel like 2020, I just want to be like, I feel the emotions. And my camera's about to overheat, so let me just wrap it up. I just want to be a better me. I'm gonna work on me every single day. I'm gonna work on being a better me for y'all, so y'all can have better content and better everything. And we just gonna try and ever. Once again, nobody perfect. You gonna have your up days, you gonna have your down days, but at the end of the day, you just gotta be the best version of yourself you can be, and that's what I'm aiming for. And it took a lot for me to make this video, even though I didn't really state like super specifics of a lot of the things that I went through. But when time comes, I'll probably talk about it. But hopefully this was just, and this is not even really for content purposes, this is just kind of me getting stuff off my chest, even though I really kind of didn't say anything. But yeah, so I hope you learned something from this video. I kind of was everywhere with it, so if you're still watching, thanks for watching. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest and approach y'all in a different way, so y'all can kind of see my growth, and I can see my growth when I come back to it in a few months. So we just gonna see, right? Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.